Do you have a problem in your relationship? I know you have. Me too. Why do I know? Because of this brutal truth that everybody can't escape with this so-called life. What she says, "Hey, I can't see you tonight. I'm going to hang out with my friends." What you hear, "I would rather be with my friends than be with you." What she says, "I am so tired. I need space. I am going to spend Sunday alone, but maybe we can do something in the evening." What you hear, "I don't want to be with you." What she says, "I'm working late again tonight." What you hear, "My work is more important to me than you." How do you suppose things get garbled so badly? How is what one person hears so different from what another person says? You know how? Because that's how we assume reality in relationship or life. And this are the 9 brutal truths in relationship or in life. This is Maximus. Part 1. One will be the taker and the other will be the giver. In relationships, individuals often fall into 2 categories: takers and givers. Takers are self-centered, providing help only when it benefits them more than it costs. Adam Grant describes takers as those who aim to get more than they give, always prioritizing their own interests. Conversely, givers are rare and focus on others' needs, assisting when the benefits to others outweigh their personal costs. Grant explains that givers prefer to give more than they receive, paying attention to what others need rather than what they can gain. Although these roles can occasionally switch, they usually remain consistent, significantly impacting the dynamics and health of relationships. Part 2. If you have expectations, you will always be disappointed. Having expectations often leads to disappointment. To avoid this, it's advised not to hold any expectations at all. Reality itself can be quite disappointing, a sentiment echoed by Buddha, who concluded that a lack of expectations prevents disappointment. Similarly, even someone on their deathbed might find contentment in small comforts, suggesting that satisfaction depends on perception. Living without expectations can be challenging. For example, loving someone selflessly means doing many things for them without expecting anything in return. However, when the roles are reversed, it's natural to expect the same level of care, and if that doesn't happen, it leads to deep disappointment. This aligns with the notion that expectations can infect daily life, making disappointment almost inevitable. One can either lie to themselves to avoid the harshness of reality, or accept reality as it is and strive to make the best of it. Understanding that others may not always meet your expectations due to their own circumstances can help manage these feelings. The key is to recognize the harmful effects of expectations and work towards minimizing them to reduce disappointment and maintain healthier relationships. Part 3. Most people are not thankful or notice what you do for them until you stop doing things for them. In relationships, it's often true that people may not fully appreciate or acknowledge your efforts until you stop doing things for them. This lack of gratitude can be frustrating and disheartening. Setting boundaries is crucial in such situations to prevent feeling taken advantage of and to prioritize your own well-being. Communicating your feelings assertively to the person can also help them understand the impact of their behavior and the importance of showing appreciation. It's essential to evaluate your motives for helping others and to shift your focus towards those who genuinely value and acknowledge your efforts. Practicing self-care and learning to say no when necessary are vital aspects of maintaining healthy boundaries in relationships. Seeking support from trusted individuals can provide perspective and guidance as you navigate these dynamics. Ultimately, in relationships, it's important to be with people who recognize and appreciate your worth. If someone consistently neglects or manipulates you into helping them without showing gratitude, it may be necessary to reassess the dynamic and prioritize your own well-being. Part 4. Some people, no matter how much you love them, will not return the love. Learn from your experiences and move on with your life. Love isn't a currency to buy others' affection. It's a mix of emotions and desires that originate within you. When you develop feelings for someone, those emotions are your own creation and not owed reciprocation. If the other person is uninterested, persisting only makes you a pest. People often fixate on one person due to a narrow worldview, placing all their emotional energy into that imagined connection. To cope, you must address your self-esteem, reflect on your behavior, and broaden your horizons. The world is vast, with countless experiences and people to explore. It's natural for unreciprocated love to hurt deeply. However, it's important to recognize that everyone has their own reasons for not returning affection, often believing the other person isn't right for them. This isn't unfair, it's simply human nature. Accepting this and moving forward is crucial. Remember, just as you may have been unable to reciprocate someone else's love, others may feel the same about you, Embrace this understanding and focus on living your life fully. Stop complaining, wish the best for others, and continue on your journey with an open heart. Part 5. You must leave the past in the past. Leaving the past in the past is generally good advice in relationships, as dwelling on it can lead to regret and rumination. However, revisiting the past can also be beneficial in certain situations. Reflecting on past mistakes in the relationship helps you learn and make better choices together, while addressing unresolved issues can free the relationship from their ongoing impact. Sharing positive memories can boost your mood and strengthen your bond. Honoring your shared history provides valuable lessons for the present and future, helping to avoid repeated mistakes and build on past successes. Seeking closure from past conflicts or traumatic events within the relationship allows for healthier emotional processing and a stronger connection. The key is to balance learning from past experiences with living in the present, ensuring that the past informs but does not dominate your future together. This approach helps maintain a healthy, forward-focused relationship. Part 6. Once time is gone, it's gone forever. Time is the most precious resource in a relationship, more valuable than money because once it's gone forever. In relationships, people value partners who respect their time, as this shows care and consideration. It's important not to waste time on activities or arguments that add no value to the relationship. Recognizing that every passing moment brings us closer to the end of our lives can help us stop wasting time on meaningless pursuits, like overthinking past events or grievances. Overthinking often happens subconsciously, and breaking this habit is challenging. Before dwelling on past conflicts in the relationship, ask yourself if you can change those moments. If not, there's no point in ruminating on them. Before getting angry at your partner, consider if those emotions are necessary or if you can avoid them. Often, when reflecting calmly, you realize that the fault might lie with you, and blaming your partner was unfair. Before worrying about others' opinions about your relationship, consider whether those opinions truly matter in the long run. Time is our most valuable asset in relationships. Using it wisely prevents stress and regret, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful connection. By understanding and valuing time, we can focus on what truly matters and make the most of the moments we have with our partners. Part 7. You cannot love anyone if you do not love yourself. In relationships, the principle remains: you cannot truly love your partner if you don't love yourself. Narcissistic behaviors often stem from insecurities rather than confidence. Contrary to popular belief, narcissism isn't about excessive self-assurance, but is often a mask for deep-rooted insecurity. Narcissists seek constant validation from their partners because they lack genuine self-esteem. This inability to love stems from profound insecurity and a distorted self-image. Understanding this dynamic is crucial in relationships. True self-love involves accepting oneself, flaws and all, without constantly seeking validation from a partner. It allows for genuine connections and empathy toward your partner. Conversely, a lack of self-love can manifest in narcissistic behaviors within the relationship, where your partner is seen as a means to fulfill your own needs rather than as an equal. Prioritizing self-love is essential for healthy relationships. By cultivating self-love, individuals can break free from the cycle of seeking validation from their partners and build relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine love. Part 8. People are going to hurt you in some point in your life. In relationships, people inevitably hurt each other at some point, often due to vulnerability and misplaced trust. Allowing others to determine your worth with their words and forgiving them repeatedly in the hope of change can lead to pain. Failure to communicate when you're hurt enables the cycle to continue. Over time, this can damage one's self-esteem and perception of relationships. However, healing is possible. Strengthening comes from the support of those who genuinely love and believe in you. They offer guidance, encouragement, and unwavering support, making you resilient. Yet those hurt repeatedly may struggle with distorted views of themselves and relationships, leading to behaviors like withdrawal or acceptance of mistreatment. While relationships can bring pain, they can also offer healing and strength. Recognizing the difference between healthy and toxic dynamics and learning to communicate effectively and set boundaries is crucial. Surrounding oneself with supportive individuals who uplift and empower can aid in overcoming past hurts and building healthier, stronger relationships. And Part 9. The most brutal truth of relationships is they end, one way or another. The brutal truth about relationships is that they're not always forever. Nothing is permanent. Whether it's due to death or other circumstances, every relationship eventually comes to an end, and that's the reality. That's it, my friend. This is Maximus. Subscribe to our channel.